What's up, everybody? Jay Miller here, giving you my morning productivity tip for April 2017. Now, normally Thursdays, which would have been yesterday, check out my video from yesterday. Normally Thursdays would be the day that I release Loosely Connected, one of our podcasts that's part of the Productivity and Tech family. However, yesterday was a little hectic. And the day before that was a little hectic. And the day before that was a lot of hectic. So with all of this busyness going on in my day-to-day, I really didn't have the time or the opportunity to edit, quality check, and publish a podcast episode. Now, with that, I had two choices. I could have, did a rush job, get it pushed out and submitted. We talked about that before, where just keeping the process simple is sometimes good. I could have just said, you know what, we're not going to do an episode and we'll release it on Friday or we'll release it next week or whatever. I could have did that. Instead, what I did was I basically just said, hey, this week's episode is going to be late. And then, just a day late. I'm actually in the process of publishing it now. It takes a second. It'll get there, don't worry. And the reason why I wanted to do that was I take pride in the work that I do. Now, if I was keeping the process simple and it meant that I was doing a good job, if I was going to do great quality work with simple steps in a simple process, that's one thing. Now, in this case, what I was doing was saying, well, the option is either do a simple process and only do a mediocre job. So, that makes it a little harder. I don't want to do mediocre work. I take pride in the quality of my work, and of course you should too. Now, you might also say, well, deadlines are important, and they are. However, who imposes deadlines? Sometimes we put the deadlines on ourselves. For instance, I do that all the time. I usually give myself a due date to help push myself to get the thing done. However, in this case, it was just more important to me that I release a quality episode. So my tip for you today is to focus on the work that you're doing. And if it's not going to be done in time, let someone know. Don't just release crap. Don't just say, well, it's not worth doing at all. Take your time. Do a good job. That's going to be it for today. And I wanted to also mention that if you haven't listened to Loosely Connected, be sure that you do. You can head over to productivityandtech.com/podcasts and click on Loosely Connected. There you'll also find some links so that you can subscribe to that podcast. And be sure to check it out. I really enjoy these conversations that I have with my productivity coach, Lee Stetson. We do talk about productivity occasionally, but we also talk about plenty of other things. Like, I guess this week we talked about bullet journaling, we talked about reading, we talked about a lot of things. So that's going to be it for today. I'm looking forward to giving you tomorrow's tip already. I'm Jay Miller, and for Productivity and Tech, I'll talk to you later.